Hey guys, what's going on? Doing a another DIY rock. This time we're gonna do a cave. I just had an epic fail, and I just couldn't leave it at that. So I made another mold. I'm about to do the concrete and the oyster rock mixture, and we're gonna make. I'm gonna show you the mold right now, and then I'll show you when it's all done. And then we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna let it sit for 3 to 4 days this time. Didn't use as much concrete, used a little bit more oyster shell. So we'll see if that maybe the mixture was a little bit off. Maybe that's what it was. So we'll turn it around, show you the mold. So now, as you can see, it looks like a horseshoe. But the thing is when you do these, you have to think how it's gonna look at the end. Okay, it's going to flare out at the top, and it's going to curve around, and so you're going to have all this will be empty. So you'll have like it'll be like a big cave, and it'll be solid from that back all the way to the front. There'll be no gaps. Now, what you can do is, like, you see, that's why you have to have this wet enough to where you can kind of pack it, and you can kind of make it form what you want. Now, just because it's like this doesn't mean it won't have a really nice unique shape, because you can come up over the edge with it and kind of give it a ledge on top of the curve, the cave. You have the cave, and then you have like a little ledge. You could, like, if you rounded this corner around this, like this edge right here, show you, and then you have enough of your mixture. Whoop, you can make it flare out, and it'll give it like another little dimension to it. So let me get the mixture done, and we'll put it in there, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, hang on. Now, guys, when I talk about having that oatmeal like consistency, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's really thick, you know. So that way it'll make the mold really, really good. So now I got to put the rock salt in there, and then we'll be good to go to make the mold. Alright, guys, there it is. That's that. Now, I know it doesn't look like anything right now, just because of the fact it just looks like a piece of flat shit on concrete. But wait till today's Saturday, wait till Wednesday when I do the part 2 video. I'm going to give it a good amount of time to get hard this time. So stay tuned. We'll be back on Wednesday with it. Later. And then I'll be right back. Now, as you can see, now that we got it rinsed off and out of the sand, we've got a badass cave with some overhang. You can put some more rocks in there and create another cave with it. But as you can see, it didn't quite go all the way to the back like I wanted and flat, but if you push that all the way down, the fish aren't going to be able to get underneath it. So, like I said, the creativity is all in your mind, and it's pretty hard because, like I said, I did it Saturday and today's Wednesday. Now, you're still going to have pieces break off in your hand, but this is the final product. Well, okay, not the final product, but after you let it finish hardening for another, say, 2 or 3 days, what it'll do is then you set it in the water for like 4, maybe 5 days. Change the water every day. That way the rock salt in there will dissolve, and you'll get rid of it, because it could cause your pH to go through the roof. So, but after 4 or 5 days, take it out, set it on the driveway. You know, if it's sunny, great. If it's raining, you know, just set it outside. Give it a week, and it'll turn from this gray. It'll turn from this dark gray that it is right now to it's almost white. It's like a really, really light gray. I wish I had a piece to show you, but it turns really, really light. From that dark, when it hardens and it finally finishes curing up, it will be very, very light gray. And it looks really good in the tank when you put it in there. And then after the diatoms get on it, it starts to look really, really natural. So, like I said, use, again, making your own rock is a great way to make your own custom designs. Like I said, think outside the box. Think of something you want to do. Like I made one. It's almost like a elongated H, but it's like it's a flat shelf with another curved. It's almost like a Z almost kind of. It kind of goes flat and then up and over to another ledge, and then I put sand on it and made another ledge on top of it. So it's kind of like 2 in 1. And I have it in the tank now, and it looks. I thought it looked kind of dumb at first, and then when I put it in the tank, kind of at an angle, it really looks great. So I mean, like I said, use your imagination, go crazy. But the thing is you don't try to do something so elaborate that it creates weak points. You want it to be kind of thick. One, you get the beneficial bacteria in there and it grows. It's extremely porous when you get the rock salt out of it. So you're going to have live beneficial bacteria in there, and that is key to having an overstocked tank. Now, that way you don't have to have as much filtration because you have that extra bacteria in there to combat the extra fish you have in. So, again, I encourage everyone to make your own rock. It's really fun. Yes, the waiting and all that is a pain in the ass, but at the same time, you know, time's gonna pass anyway, so just do it. There's no point in sitting there. Oh man, I want to get it out. Don't be impatient. You know, if you're a fish keeper, I mean, you have to have patience. You know what I mean? You have to have patience. So be patient with this. You know, I mean, I've seen people wait 3 months cycling a tank. When there's turbo start out there, there's Fritz turbo start 900, 600, whatever. You can go and jump through all those hoops if you want to. This is just another one of those things you have to wait on. But again, pudding. This is just one more that I've made. And I'll switch this rock out for something else I have in the tank now. And it'll go in there and I'll show you how good it looks. And I guarantee you, it will look good. And if it doesn't, I'll pull the bitch out. So it's plain and simple. So it's all good. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe. You know how to do it. Stay up.